We picking through the money, we gon' bust down. Why you acting all suspicious? Tables turn around. Yeah, I wasn't the person that you liked, and we got full around. Get your ass up, I ain't gon' slow down.
What's up, brother Danubian? How you doing, bro?
For this rapping shit, who do?
I'm about to start here in a second. Just play my son's song real quick called Level Up. His name is Shy Zay. If y'all interested, go check him out.
Level up, add to level up.
They're both of my sons.
Level up and I'm hot. Level up, ooh I got it. Level up, they telling me drop it. Level up, I want it, I cop it. Level up, too much weight in my pocket. Level up, hey, level up, add to level up. It took a lot. Level up and I'm hot. Level up, ooh I got it. Level up, they telling me drop it. Level up, I want it, I cop it. Level up, too much weight in my pocket. Level up, I'm hot. Level up, I had to level up, chasing money with slimes and I set them up. On the beat I make this shit ain't regular. The desert 520 with tarantulas. We got snakes but no grass, gotta banish them. She got a fat ass, I'm a manager. You talking like an op, I'm a vanish one.
What did I do?
I'm a dance on them. No switching sides, if you with me, it's all the way. I'm working harder the smarter way. Been on my grind for years straight, and I am not planning on switching my ways. House evictions, let us smoke hotel 8. Been there several times at the age of 8. I don't got time to take a bitch on a date, but I got 20 minutes, I'ma hit get you straight. You can stay broke, watch me finish my play. Do it again like we at a buffet. But the money couldn't care about the fame. Fam took care of me, now I'm doing the same. I'm man other people at work and I say, when I'm on, bet they only shots at. I just piece of shit, I won't tell like a snake. Level up, add to level up. It took a lot. Level up and I'm hot. Level up, ooh I got it. Level up, they telling me drop it. Level up, I want it, I cop it. Level up, too much weight in my pocket. Level up, hey, level up, add to level up. It took a lot. Level up and I'm hot. Level up, ooh I got it. Level up, they telling me drop it. Level up, I want it, I cop it. Level up, too much weight in my pocket. Level up.
Brother Danubian, I'm good, bro. Just finished doing a haircut. Now I want to do this quick little stream. I got some ideas today. Yeah, let me go ahead and shut this off. And I will minimize this for now. All right, so I'm on. So I wanted to do this stream, and I called it Anime House, Women of Country, or Write Your Own Program. All right. And so I was watching Brother Taz's stream today, and he was talking about programming, you know, all the mental programming that we get when we're growing up in America. Well, damn, that's a lot of glare. Let me take these off. All right. Yeah, he's talking about the mental programming and stuff that we get growing up, you know, whether it's from our parents, you know, the movies, the radio, the music, you know, just the stuff we see on the news. And a lot of it was, you know, how they portray black folks in America. All right. And so we already know we ain't portrayed as good people. They look at us as evil or, you know, downtrodden, like we're the worst type of people in America. All right. Oh, hold up. This don't look right. Yeah, that's better. All right. So yeah, hey Ryan, how you doing? So yeah, I got motivated today. You know, and we're told through all this programming and stuff. One of the main things that we get told in America, especially by our parents, and our parents who, you know, they learn from their history, right? The different generations stuff go through different things. All right, you're right. Hey, but you know what? You know, let them hate. You know what I'm saying? I don't live my life based on what other people think about me. You know, if they don't know that by now, hey, it's too late. You know, what you gonna do about it, right? All right, but so the way I grew up, all right, my parents told me, go to school, get a good job, you know, get you a house, you start your family, you get you a good job, whatever, and you'll be happy, right? And what I noticed is at 18 and 19 and 20 years old, most of the people that I met that followed that program, that wasn't working for them. You know, America, that American dream that I was told, you know, I met a lot of people that were that had gone to college and they couldn't get the jobs and stuff that they wanted. They weren't getting the life that they thought they were going to have coming out of college. And so for me, you know, I don't want to say I didn't do good in high school, but I think I missed school more than I went to school the last 2 years of high school, especially. All right. I like to go surfing and stuff like that. I always lived by my own plan. You know, I was never one to live based off of what I saw on TV and stuff like that. So due to my history with foster care and stuff like that, I didn't grow up with the programming and the constant, you know, one type of programming coming from parents all the way since I was 4 or 5 years old. I had a lot of different parents, a lot of different people telling me different things. So I was never able to get programmed. So by the time I got adopted, I was too stubborn. I was mentally like I was on my own plan, my own life plan. I was gonna do whatever I wanted. Right. But what I noticed is there's a lot of people out there that did grow up with some type of programming, whether it was from their parents, watching the same shows, you know, people watching the Cosby Show, and Living Color, Yo MTV Raps, whatever it is they were watching growing up, you know, and they stuck with a specific type of programming, their neighborhoods, their environment. You know, you're raised a certain way, but then for Black people almost as a whole, you know, America looks down on us in a way. Like, I don't want to say it's they portray us as lesser. All right. And so that's one thing I never believed in, because I've always been that guy that I saw people excel. You know what I'm saying? When I was loving soccer, you know what I'm saying? We had Pele, the greatest soccer player in the world, right? Football players, baseball players, whatever it was, we excel. Basketball, we completely changed the game of basketball in America. Everything that Black people do, we excel at. All right. And so this is what I wanted to talk about tonight real quick. Is that, yes, anything that Black people do, we excel at. It doesn't matter what it is. If you look, we have records and we are at the top levels of everything we participate in. All right. Like, we lead. America and the world follows us, even though they look down on us. Right now, who's buying the rap music? You know what I'm saying? We got a young brother, like damn near teenager, that was on the top of the country charts. Right? What is that? That Country Road? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Black people playing hockey. You know, still to this day, even after all the stuff he's been through, Tiger Woods is one of the best golf players in the world. All right. There is nothing that a Black man can't do. Right here on YouTube, we got hundreds, if not thousands, of like computer engineers and stuff like that. Smart brothers that are out there that excel at the job that they studied for or wanted to be a part of, whatever they're doing. A lot of those guys are smart to the ability that they're able to teach their jobs. If you go online and you look up something, we got truckers. Okay, we got restaurant owners, we got cooks, chef, you know what I'm saying? We got computer guys, all types of different business. We got brother Q Butter, you know, he's running a school for kids. You know what I'm saying? So we excel. We're able to excel at everything we do. What did I say? Are you in Tucson or am I thinking about? No, that's me, bro. I'm out here in Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, I've been here since 2006, man. It's comfortable, affordable living, you know, and I can travel from here. That's one of the things about Tucson. I can travel. I got Vegas is like 6 hours away. We got Colorado, one state, above us. I got Texas is like 4 hours from here to El Paso. We got Mexico, it's an hour and a half tops to the border. You know what I'm saying? You got Rocky Point out there. It's like a Americanized place in Mexico where everybody goes, a lot of tourists and stuff like that. Kind of like the Arizona version of Cancun, right here in Mexico. All right, so we got a lot of benefits to being in Tucson. It's affordable. A lot of jobs. We got military out here. We got Raytheon, which is one of the biggest federal contractors. right? We got Amazon just opened up a whole distribution warehouse out here. It's huge. It's like 2 football fields huge. That's a building, if not more than that. It's huge. All right. So they're hiring like so many thousand people. All right. Hey, I appreciate you, Raya. You coming through every time showing love. All right. And hey, when you up there, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'll come through. But I appreciate you coming through. All right. So yeah, so like I was saying, I was never able to follow one person's plan. You know, so I tried all kinds of different things. I owned my own businesses as a teenager. I was hustling, you know what I'm saying? I got to a point where I got a bunch of my friends that lived in the projects, a bunch of my friends and their younger brothers, man. We were out there selling magazine subscriptions and newspaper subscriptions. Man, I had this dude, he would come pick us up. First time he came up, we filled up the van. And we had kids that couldn't make it, that couldn't go with us to do the subscriptions. So next weekend, he came through with 2 vans, 2 drivers. You know what I'm saying? We filled it up and we hustled, man. We were knocking out neighborhoods, you know, one or 2 neighborhoods a day on a Saturday, and everybody was getting paid, you know? So it's just things like that. Like I've always followed my own plan. I had Amway businesses and stuff like that. So I learned a lot about owning a business and the tax benefits and stuff like that. So, you know, there's people that in their teens, you know, they weren't thinking about nothing like that. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say that they didn't have the opportunities, but, you know, maybe I just took advantage of those opportunities that came my way. You know, yeah, like for me, that college thing wasn't for me because the way I looked at it, if I wasn't going to do high school or the way I didn't stay in school to be in school in high school. You know what I'm saying? High school for me was a place to meet up with my friends and stuff. And we planned out what we were going to do that day. All right. So, and then from there, we go to the beach, we go to somebody's house and party. We go find somewhere on the sticks and go drink and abandon buildings and stuff like that. Like, you know, we would go party, man. And that was, you know, my last 2 years of high school. You know, I think the only time I really stayed in school was for my senior year. You know, I stayed in school for the full soccer season, and that's the only time. In fact, I got in trouble for one game because we skipped school the day before. You know, we did like there was a day where our whole school skipped out and we went up to the North Shore when the waves were pumping and stuff, and we went and partied up there. You know, all the surfers, all the, you know, it's Hawaii. You're right. That's what we were doing. We went to the beach that day as a school. The whole school showed up on the North Shore. All right. So, all right. I don't want to keep talking about me. So, you know, I want to get into my purpose of this stream. I want to talk about you guys out there. You know, you young black men, especially. I came on YouTube to bring solutions and to help people do better. You know, I got a whole series of videos that I named Do Better. All right. And it's to help you start thinking about solutions to the problems that people have. All right. So with all the talk of the programming and stuff like that, it made me think. I had watched the stream the other day. I'm gonna give another shout out to the Black Brain Trust. You know, I sneak into different people's videos and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't say nothing. I just want to listen to what they say. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to learn and to help other people learn. All right. So I was in the Black Brain Trust and they were talking about computer jobs and stuff like that in America. Okay. So one of the things that they said, it was like a nice little reminder of something I heard, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago before I got into computers. You know, I was still cutting hair on a full-time basis. And I had heard that there's like nearly 1 million jobs available just in IT, in information technology, computer science, right? In America. That's not in the world. That's just America. There's almost 1 million jobs available. Right. And so the other day on the Black Brain Trust, they were talking about that. They were talking about, you know, it's something that people should look into. Okay. So I wanted to give a little bit of insight to that. As far as I came from a young surfer that didn't go to college. I joined the military. I was an engineer, kind of like a super plumber in the military, got out the military. I got my barber shop. I got my barber license, became a barber, got my own shop, owned my own business. Put a little retail store in there selling the vapor, electronic cigarettes and stuff like that, and all the different types when it was still fresh out here, right? So, I made a lot of money and stuff like that, and I got ripped off. So I learned a lot. So my 20s and into my early 30s, you know what I'm saying? I did a lot of different things. All right. And I got to see the world. I got to have a lot of experiences that a lot of people don't have. So a lot of these guys that get on YouTube and stuff, they talk and they're talking about something. They can only talk from very limited experience. They've never left their city. They never left their state. There's some people that never left their block. I'm saying? They have no experience to speak of. So they talk about the same things over and over and over again. Right. One of the things that got to me that I had to learn to find peace with is there's a lot of brothers out there, a lot of brothers that all they do is constantly whine and cry about how women are acting out there. Right. And one thing that I've always known since my mom put me in foster care at 5 is that nobody else can be the reason or the fault of why my life is the way it is. I had to take responsibility for my life at a very young age. And so I did that. And then I decided that, I'm going to be responsible for the choices in life that I make. Right. And so as I grew, hey, my mom that adopted me, thank you, Linda Shinnery. I love you. She told me one thing. She said, don't have me come down there and pick you up from no jail. And you know what? I'm not going to say I didn't try, but one thing she never had to do was come pick me up from jail. All right. Now, there's many times where, again, I've said this before, I should have been in jail, but whether I was too fast or too slick, I didn't end up in jail. All right. To the point there was a time where me and my older brother, we were trying to get in fights with cops. All right. Like I said, I wasn't, I was a knucklehead growing up. I was stubborn. And I always did my thing my way, So anyway, back to the computers, right? So in computers, a lot of people think that computers are just one thing. You sit in front of a computer and people don't really know what it is. But the computer world is similar to, like, if you really think about like a big retail store like Costco or Walmart, a lot of different departments, a lot of different types of jobs you can have in there, right? You got janitors, cashiers, stockers, inventory management. There's all kinds of different things. And so just in the computer science world, there's a lot of jobs, a lot of different things that could be interesting to all different types of people, So I'm in the computer world now. And one of the things that I know about me is I'm not really into coding. Like, I can't sit here and write programs and stuff like that. Just sit there and keep testing things and keep writing the same thing over and over and over again and trying it. And if it fails, then you got to go back and find why it failed. And that's not me, right? But there's other things that you can do besides just writing code, all right? So like there's programming, there's database administration, system administration. That's kind of like what I do, all right? I help people with what's happening on their computer and making sure that what they need to do can happen. So whether you're writing reports, you're making videos, you're trying to do a PowerPoint presentation, and saying if you need the internet or you need network, you need to be able to pull files from different places. I have to make sure that that can happen for 89 schools worth of teachers, another like 15 departments, HR, payroll, stuff like that. I got to make sure all those people can do what they need to do on a daily basis. And computers are electronic. There's always going to be some type of problem. Okay, something's always going to fail. All right, so that's what I do on a daily basis. But then we got other guys that they're network guys, right? They're like, imagine the plumbing of a house, right? They got to make sure all these computers stay connected, that the network is working, that people have access to the internet, the whole World Wide Web. And also they got to keep people from outside our district from being able to access all the information that's in our network, all those students' names, the employees' names, where their paychecks go, stuff like that. All right. So the network guys got to take care of that. You got server administrators, software developers, people who make games, make the programs that we love, all those apps that's on everybody's phones. You know what I'm saying? Somebody makes that happen. So if you know a coder, right, and you have an idea for an app, like look at what we got now. We got phones that can track how many steps you take, and watches and all that stuff. That's all done by these computer guys. A lot of them are right here on YouTube, right? Just in Black YouTube. Look how many guys we got that write code and write programs and stuff. All right. So for me, it was like hearing Taz talking today made me think, okay, how do I get people to change their program, right? Change their thought. And I thought to myself, well, dang, okay, what's the problem everybody's got? It's either they got relationship problems or they got money problems. That's the two biggest problems that we have in America, right? So I was thinking, okay, well, if you change your job, right? If you're not making enough money to get the things out of life that you want, right? You can get into the computer world and literally change your life. Okay. And one of the things that I found out is that a lot of the things you need to know about computers, you don't have to go to no 4-year school to learn. I didn't go to college to learn. I went to a computer school and got my certificates for the things I needed to know. I had a little bit of experience just because I was interested. So like I said, since I was a kid, every once in a while I would mess around with a computer or I'd get on the internet and I just wanted to know stuff, because I always felt like I was competing with adults as a kid. So I wanted to know what they knew. So when they came at me with something, I could throw it back at them. Like I said, I was stubborn. I'm competitive. Right. So I wanted to know what they knew. So I couldn't have no adult could be over me. I didn't want somebody just, to have a one up on me. Right. So I did some things, whatever I was interested in, nosy about. I went in and learned a little bit about it. So I got into computers. And I didn't have to go to college. Now, most colleges and universities offer computer classes and stuff like that. If you got money for it, I would suggest looking into it, taking computer science courses and stuff, because as I said earlier, there's almost 1 million jobs right now available in America. And it's been that way for the last 5 years. Okay. I looked it up today and I want to say it was 918,000 jobs available right now. Here, I'm going to show it to you guys so I'm not just pulling stuff out of my ass. All right. What is it? So I'm going to Google real quick how many. Oh, here, let me show you guys what I'm doing. There it is. All right. So I'm going to go. What did I say? How many computer science jobs in 2020? So this is the predictions coming out from where'd you go? What am I writing on? Here we go. All right. How many computer science jobs are there? Here, we'll put that. Boom. And then where was it? Right here. How many computer jobs will there be in 2020? So I'm going to scroll down this page a little and I'm going to zoom in. See, I learned a lot of little tips and tricks that I never would have known had I not at least tried. Can y'all see that? Nah, we can go bigger. Why won't it move over? I'll go one more then. Oh, there we go. Here we go. All right. In 2020, an estimated 1 million computer programming related jobs in the U.S. are expected to be unfilled. Okay, this is in America. All right. So we hear all this talk about like the illegals coming in and all the immigration and stuff like that. So what I heard on the Black Brain Trust the other night, they said something like there's 85,000, what is that? The B1 visas or whatever that America offers. Okay, that's 85,000 people that they'll bring in, I think, a year or every so many years to America to fill these positions that are not getting filled by Americans. All right. So all those people that are coming in, they're not all computer people. These guys are doctors and engineers. You know what I'm saying? They're working on other things besides computers, right? So that means that if they're saying next year there's going to be 1 million available jobs, okay? One thing that we all know as black folks here in America, America can't survive without a black man. All right. The black man is the backbone of America since day one. All right. We've been helping build this country. This is our country. All right. You know, people that came here, they couldn't even farm. They needed the natives that lived here to teach them how to cook and use the land. All right. We were people that came from the land. We knew how to use the land. All right. It wasn't the black folks that was kept out in the shacks and stuff like that. That were suffering. We were suffering due to the slavery and stuff like that. But the people that came here, I don't know what they call it. I call them the first tourists, the pilgrims, right? They couldn't even survive on their own. These people were freezing to death. Okay, they were getting sick and dying and stuff, right? But nothing in America, none of this would have been built without us. Look at how many things that we've created. All the inventions and stuff like that come out of just the black man from America, right? We're responsible for all this, guys. We created this. Okay. So America is in suffrage right now. Every company in America needs computer people. All right. Every company has employees, has, paychecks they got to put out. They got to talk to the banks. They got internet. They need security. All right. And every company is going that route. Right. So for all those people that are complaining about their jobs and stuff like that, they're unemployed, change your programming, maybe learn how to do some programming. Okay. That's one of the thoughts I came up with listening to Brother Taz today. All right. It's like he's right, man. We've been programmed that we're less than other races, other societies. Okay, we've been told that and we've been taught that, through the way, just the way of life here in America. But you know what? We can save this place and bring it back. Okay, and people that work in computers make a lot of money. Trust me, I know. I used to own my own business, and now I'm working in computers. Okay, so just from my experience, I can say for a fact, it is a change in your lifestyle. Okay, you can up your lifestyle. All right. Even if you just make, $5,000-$10,000 more, you know what I'm saying? But if you get your foot in the door, man, there's nothing that you can't do with computers. You can make a lot of money and you can get out there and change your lifestyle. All right. I'm going to show you guys something that I've been messing with that can help people really get to where they want to be. All right, so if I'm going to go here, where's my library? No, where's my watch history? There we go. All right, that's me up there. Here we go. I want to show you guys something that a lot of people don't know. Okay, there's a YouTube site. They're called Geeks Lesson. GEEK 'S lesson. All right. These guys are people that work for Google. Okay. And they have videos where they teach you how to do all the different jobs that are needed at Google. Okay. They literally teach you. I mean, everything from learning how to put together a computer all the way down to the programming. I mean, all the way up to security, network stuff. You can learn all of this for free right here on YouTube. All right. But they're not the only ones. There's thousands of computer teachers and trainers and whatnot right here on YouTube. This is all free. You can learn this stuff and then go test. So you can test. It costs around $200 to $500 per test. All right. But if you're working and you spend an hour a day, I want to show you guys. All right. So for instance, let's just go here. Python programming. Everybody who works in computers knows what Python programming is. Okay. I'm going to pick this one. All right. The title of it down here says Complete Python Course, Beginner to Advanced, Python Programming Full Course. This is made by the people at Google, one of the places that every computer guy wants to work at, right? So this course, what does it say here? For this course, this video is 9 hours and 11 minutes long. Okay, if you spend an hour a day learning or watching these videos and stuff like that, and really getting into it, paying attention, okay? My computer here, because I know what I'm doing, I got 2 screens. Some people you see got 3 or 4 screens or whatever, but I can follow along and open up virtual computers and stuff like that on my computer and repeat the processes that I see in these videos, okay? This is all free. So you play with it and you master it. They're teaching you the coding. They're teaching you all the ins and outs because they know they're going to need more people. The schools are not filling up with these people learning about computers, all the different jobs that are available. All right. All those guys that are out there talking about, I don't make no money. I can't make no money. I'm going to be broke and this and that. They need to change their programming, get out of that mindset. All right. You can do this. Yeah. Let me turn this off. So I just wanted to show that, but just so you guys see, look at all of these are all different videos. All right, cybersecurity. They have some places called popular uploads. Like I said, look, system administration. Okay, that's the one that I was looking at today. That's what I do. Right, I just wanted to see how in depth they go, and they go in depth from A to Z. Yeah, let me turn this off because I know it looks weird. All right, like I said, they go in depth. They teach you everything you need to know, right? They tell you what books to read if you're more into reading books, all right? But this is just one website, all right? There's thousands of websites online that you can learn for free. There's another good one. It's called Cybrary, Cybrary, okay? And they have something very similar. You can learn all kinds of stuff. A lot of these sites are free. You know, then there's other places, there's other sites that you pay a little fee. You might pay 30, 40 to $100 a month, something like that. But it's a lot cheaper than going to college. And you can do it on your time at home. Right? So yeah, you might have a great job making your, 13, 14 bucks an hour or whatever. You think you're living good and all that. But imagine how much you could make if you start out around 20 bucks an hour. You get into the computer field, depending on where you live at, you know what I'm saying? You could bump that up real quick. Okay. And then while you're in it, getting your experience, you learn other things. You know what I'm saying? You could bump yourself up to where you're making 40, 50 bucks an hour if you learn how to write programs and stuff like that. Okay. And when you get really good at it, the actual American dream is you can take ownership of your life because you have a skill that other people need. Now you start teaching. Okay. You can pay people, or you can get people to pay you, and you teach them how to do the same things you do on a daily basis, or you used to do on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? In the next few years, I myself might get out there and start teaching people, open up a little computer school. You know what I'm saying? The possibilities are endless, right? But the only way anything like that can happen is if you take responsibility for your life, stop blaming other people, and start taking ownership. The moves you make are the moves you make. If you don't make no moves, you ain't going nowhere. Okay? It's life is that simple. All right? Same thing like how all these guys are talking about relationships and all that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go and talk to the girl, you don't know what could have happened. She might be one of the best people that ever came into your life. You won't know. We got people that are stuck out there judging judging all these women they had never met, right? Meanwhile, they go to any store, grocery store, to go to the mall, whatever. You see black couples walking around everywhere, right? But then you got all these guys online and whatnot just crying and I'm trying not to swear. YouTube got rules now. Anyway, you hear all these people complaining, and I say whining about the things that women do. And most of these guys that are talking like that, it never happened to them. They're just repeating what they heard from some other dude. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? I had to get off that train. Like when I came on here, I wanted to be the guy to show them, hey, it's not that way, man. It's not like that for everybody. Okay. One of the things that YouTubers, like a lot of the dating coaches and stuff like that will tell you is that just because a female acts one way with this guy, don't mean she's going to act like that with every guy. That's human nature. Okay. That's what we do. We're humans. We have relationships. We treat each person differently. Okay. I don't treat my wifey the way I treat my mom. I don't treat my daughter the way I treat her. Okay. Everybody gets treated differently. Okay. So how do you expect a stranger, somebody you didn't grow up with or know all your life, is going to treat you? You know what I'm saying? If you come with respect, you're most likely going to get respect back. Okay. If you come with disrespect, you're going to get some disrespect. And us as black folks, we know none of us like to be disrespected. All right. So I just wanted to throw that out there, man. It's the programming, change your programming. You are able to do that. Okay. The world is not stuck in the one way that you see it just because it's been that way, because you never left your block. You never left your city. Okay. The world is a huge place. All right. There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities out there in the world. And you guys need to take advantage of that. All right. Stop believing all this stuff you see on the TV and the movies and some of the things you hear in the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it don't sound right, maybe it ain't right. Okay. Not every rapper is out there telling you to go sell drugs or anything like that. No, rappers talk about what they've experienced most of the time. You know, these new guys, I don't know what they're talking about. Okay. These guys are doing the drugs instead of selling them. Okay. I'm not promoting selling drugs or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is this new age stuff is they're in a weird place right now. Okay. It got hijacked. Our music got hijacked. Okay. And they're trying to keep that black people are lesson going throughout America because less people are watching TV. Okay. So they've hijacked all the ways that society sees the black American. All right. So you guys take responsibility for your life, take ownership of your life, get out there and make the best of this life that we have. We only have this one life. Okay. Are you going to spend it crying and complaining about what other people are doing? Or are you going to make moves for your life and get out there and go get it? All right. That's my lesson today. Lesson. That's what my stream is going to be about. All right. And I'll put this on the end. The reason I called it Anime House, Women of Country, or Write Your Own Program. You realize that those are the two top trending video topics on YouTube. So I just had to hijack some of their work today. All right. And that's one of the secrets to building up your YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Put the tags on your videos that are trending. Okay. The things that people are looking for and searching. Well, guess what? Some of them going to land on my video. All right. Like I said, hey, they hijacked everything the black American does and our lifestyle and stuff like that. It's time for us to go get it back. You know what I'm saying? One at a time, each of us can make our moves in life. And hey, if we get every, young black American out there making what, $50 an hour, you know what I'm saying? $40 an hour. I don't care, $25 an hour. You know what I'm saying? That'll change the whole outlook of the black American. You know what I'm saying? There won't be nothing they can say. You know what I'm saying? We won't have, what they still picture us as the kids standing on the corner selling drugs and stuff like that. We ain't all doing that. In fact, I'd say less than 1%. There's 40 million Americans in America. 40 million black folks in America. Okay, African Americans, 40 million. Think about those numbers. There are not even a million black guys standing on a corner selling drugs. Okay, there's not even 500,000 on the corner selling drugs, but that's the way they paint us. That's how the media that's what the media is telling the world, that that's who we are. You know, people are talking about all this, you know, the Africa diaspora and stuff like that. They wonder why the African immigrants and the refugees and stuff come over here, and they don't have, a lot of them don't have the respect for the Black American that they would give to somebody in another country in Africa, because we've been painted a certain way. Well, the only way that's going to change is if we take ownership and take back that outlook that the world has on us, and we can do that. All right. So, like I said, I come to YouTube to help people get results. All right. I don't want to do the fighting and stuff like that. I've done it. I get into it sometimes, you know, the arguments and all that. And I just do it because I really disagree. If you see me arguing with somebody online, it's because I really disagree with the stuff they say. Okay. Which means you don't see me disagreeing a whole lot, because a lot of people come from their outlook in life, from their environment and the things they've experienced. All right. I just disagree when somebody's trying to, you know, teach that or show that to younger folks that haven't experienced any of those things. They're trying to paint it as this is the way it is. This is who Black people are. No, we're not all the same. We are not, what's that word? We're not monolithic. All right. We all have different experiences, different lifestyles and stuff like that. But if we all go to the mall, you know what I'm saying? The other people in there that are not Black Americans, that are not African Americans, okay, they're being taught that this is who we are. That person over there, okay, whether he's wearing a suit and tie or he's, you know, sagging his jeans with some Jordans, okay, they see us the same way because of the way the media puts us out there. It's up to us to change that view that the world has of the African American. Okay, as a Black man in America, you can't blame nobody else for your results. Okay, so it's up to us. You know, as a whole, we do need to change the way the world sees us if we want to get anywhere in this world. All right, so all right, I'm gonna end it on that. Hey, Gab, what's up, bro? Appreciate you coming through. Hey, I really appreciate the love, guys. But yeah, I'm about to finish it up. I want to see if I have any more notes that I wrote down here. Yeah, anybody that, if you get interested in computers, anything like that, hit me up, man, because I did a lot of free learning online. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's changed my life in a very positive way. All right. And it's possible for anybody to learn something to do with computers. Like I said, they're saying in the next year, there's going to be over 1 million jobs or almost 1 million computer jobs available. And I just showed you can learn how to do these jobs for free online. Okay. Some of us are going to have to start at the bottom. Some of us are already in college. You can change. You know, if you're not liking what you're taking in college, change your majors or your minor into something to do with computers. You will always have a job. They're saying that these jobs are not going to be filled over the next 10 years because the more and more businesses that come out are going to be more and more businesses that need computer people. All right. It's something, it's an idea. Like I said, I want to bring solutions. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced it. It's something I can talk about. If you have questions, email me, hit me up on my social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out there. You search my name on Google, whatever, I'm out there. You can find me everywhere. All right. I don't hide. This is me. You see my face. My face is on my social media. You'll know if you're talking to me or not. And like I said, I like to help people. All right. I want to see people do good. I'm a barber. Now, even though I do computers, I still cut hair at home. You know what I'm saying? I have clients that come to my house because I enjoy doing that because of the experiences that we have. I'm able to help people. All right. People come here, and when I charge if I charge $15 and somebody gives me $25, you know what I'm saying? That lets me know, hey, you know what? He respects what I do. He's thankful for what I do, for what I offer. If I charge him 20 and they give me 30, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are some of the things that I appreciate. It's not just about the money though. I like to see those results, and all these people on YouTube, I challenge you, you know what I'm saying? Help people out. I might never make some of the money on YouTube. I didn't come to YouTube to make money. Okay. If I make money doing what I do, hey, more power to me, right? But if I don't make a dime, I'm not going to cry about it because I never made money online this way. I didn't come here to do that. This is where I can share my experience. I'm raising 2 young men. Okay. So the same things that I teach them, why not teach that to guys out there that might need it? I might say something to my sons that other young men need to hear, especially our black men that are complaining about their moms all the time. You never hear guys talking about their dad. There's so many guys I've never heard utter a word about their dad. And I don't know if it's because they don't know their dad, they didn't grow up with their dad, or whatever it is. All right. But there's thousands of guys. They never speak a word about their dad. All right. So that tells me a lot of these dudes need to hear from somebody who's in a dad's role. These guys, we have advice as fathers. Okay. People that are, especially us older guys, that there are things that we have all experienced that we should be sharing with the younger generations. All right. Because they're going to be the guys that are taking care of our kids and grandkids and whatnot. And they're going to be teaching and passing on the lessons. All right. It's time to, make Black America. We got to come back whole. All right. Like I said, we're not monolithic, but we all have something that we can share, and we need to learn from each other and start respecting each other. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end it on that. Like I always say, take care of your energy, which is your mindset, your soul, your spirit, whatever you believe in, that inner force that's inside you that wakes you up and gets you going every day. All right. Take care of your health, because that's the vehicle that your soul is driving, your spirit, your energy, right? If you don't take care of the vehicle, you ain't going to get nowhere, right? Or it's going to break down. You don't want it to break down on you. So you got to take care of your body. All right. And at the end of the day, man, you got to take care of your wealth, because we do live in America. We live in a capitalistic world now. Right? There's not a whole lot of places you can go and live for free. Not a lot of villages where you can go out there and, everything is handed to you. All right. In fact, I would say there's damn near none. All right. It's either going to be sweat equity or you're going to have to pay up. All right. You're going to have to drop some dollars on them, get some bread. All right. So take care of your health, your wealth, and your energy, guys. Until the next time, I appreciate everybody for coming through. Whether you're watching on replay or live, nothing but love for you guys. All right. I'll catch up to you guys on the next one. Aloha.